an extremely difficult decision to put forward a request for an increase to the 2022 budget. I understand this is a very difficult time for Calgarians and just how challenging that makes it for members of City Council who are required to balance a variety of priorities, sometimes competing priorities, as they approach and plan for the coming year. I want to reassure you there's been an incredible amount of thought and scrutiny over this request. This request seeks funding to support the most urgent needs of the service and our community in the coming year. Some of you will recall the 2021 budget adjustment process around this time last year, where the police service did not receive previously approved growth. That consisted of, at that time, 60 positions. At that time, there was discussion amongst council where the service was invited to come back and speak to council should our needs change. We have seen significant changes over the past 18 months, and that's helped to crystallize those changes into this request, which totals 38 positions. Our 2022 ask involves a mixture of both sworn and civilian positions necessary to address a number of key and critical areas, including the reduction of gun violence in our communities and to make good on our commitments to equity, diversity, inclusion, and anti-racism. Specifically, they would be used for the following: to improve community-based policing and engagement, specifically with diverse communities; to improve investigative outcomes for Calgarians as those relate to violent crime and gun violence in our city; helping to support CPS employees who've had a difficult time this past 18 months, as well as to continue to recruit great new police officers, so we're in the best position to be able to continue to provide great support to Calgarians and keep them safe. Having this growth will allow us to focus existing resources on significant demands in a growing city. This includes an increase in violent crimes, where we've seen a 36% hike in offenses where weapons have been used. We've seen an increase in the complexity of crime, an increased number of reported hate crimes, increased protest and demonstrations, increasing social disorder that's having an impact on the quality of life for our citizens. Importantly, this will also help us to continue the advancement of our work and the commitment towards call diversion to ensure the right people are responding to the right calls when individuals are in crisis.